Okay, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today, as you can see, and from the title at least, this is the PS5 Pro, and I'm going to be going over just how to quickly take off the covers. Now, if you've seen the previous video that I made of the Slim, this is going to be very similar. So there are going to be 4 plastic covers, 2 on each side, so top and bottom. I'm going to start here first with the PlayStation symbol side up, and then the front of the console facing away from us, as usual. Yeah, and as you can see, this is the rear end of the console, so have that facing you. And also, I do not currently have a disk drive attached, but the process will be pretty similar if you are wanting to attach one and then take it off later. So yeah, so I guess we'll start off. So we'll start off with the smaller side this time. And also keep in mind that if this is the first time that you've taken the covers off, it's probably going to be the most difficult time. So as in that when you're lifting up, you might feel that you're going to have to be putting a lot more force than you may think. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So with the smaller side here, you're going to want to grab right around the front lip, and then you're going to want to pull up, but you want to pull directly upwards. So in this case, I'm just going to brace my thumb on the black stripes here, and then just pull up. You will feel some bit of flexing, but don't worry, it'll come out. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. One big click right there. And then this side is going to be a little bit more difficult because you can't really reach over, but then you just want to pull straight up. This one should be easier. So you get 2 distinct clicks, one right around this area, which is the louder click and more difficult to pull up from, and then the I guess like shallower pull-up area here, and then a lighter click. But then once you do that, it just comes straight off. You can see those are 2 clips from the front side, and then we have 3 on the back side here, and then you get access directly to the fan here. So if you need to clean out the fan at all, this is kind of where you can do that. Yeah. Okay, so let's start again from the larger side now. So similar process, I'm just gonna start from this corner again. So I'll just pull up, 1 click there, another click there, right on there. Pretty self-explanatory. Again, this time you have 4 clips on the bottom and then 4 on the top area, and they clip into these areas over here on the console. Yep, okay. And on this particular side, you don't get any access to the SSD and the battery, but we'll get to that very soon here. So flipping the console over, we'll start again with the smaller side. So I'm gonna pull up now. Ooh, that whole thing just came off. So this was just one motion. You got 2 clips in this area, and then the 3 on the bottom here. And then you got the other side of the fan. This is where you can actually take the fan out in case it goes bad, or you want to deep clean it. There are 4 screws here. And then you have to lift up this kind of sticker cover to reach the actual connector to take it off from, which looks like mine's been opened, I'm not sure. Okay, and then this here is going to be your SSD expansion. You just have to take this screw off, take this cover off, and then underneath here will be your connector side, will be on this area, and there will be a spacer that you'll have to move to set to the size of your SSD. Okay, so now we'll do the last side. This is actually the disk drive cover slide. So if you're going to be wanting to add a disk drive to your PS5 Pro, this is the only cover you have to take off. So we'll get started with that. Pulling up, there you go. So this time it was only 2 motions, but there are 4 clips right around the top here, and again 4 on the bottom here. So moving that away. Yeah, so this is your disk drive side here, and then that is the connector. That is the little hole for the guiding pin to go into. And this is where the front of the disk drive has 2 little hooks, so one here and one here. Those are where the hooks go in, where you see these triangles. And then it just sits flat right here, and then you can put the cover back on. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And then also here is a new door that Sony has added. This is actually for the CMOS battery. So this isn't really much of an issue for anybody. Maybe 10 years down the line, 15 years down the line, it'll be an issue, but it's nice at least that they've added it. So if you take the screw off and take this cover off, you'll see a small little button cell battery, CR2032, I believe, and that just keeps the system time so that you can run your digital games even when the console is off, or it also keeps track of the trophy timestamps. I think that's another thing. But yeah, so pretty easy to take everything off. Alright, so starting now with the rear side of the console, we're going to put the covers back. I'm going to start with the side with the disk drive area. Obviously, I do not have a disk drive installed, but it would be a similar process. So to reinstall the covers, you want to start first with the hook side here, which will be towards the rear of the console. You want to line those up with these little like tabs you can sort of see here. So I'm going to do that. Lining up just around there, and you kind of want to see this sort of motion. So essentially, and also you can see that there's probably about an even distance between that bottom strake and the actual cover itself. Okay, and then you're going to want to do a similar motion. Instead of pulling up, we're going to be pushing down on the front area. So remember, there were about 4 different clips here, but you're probably not going to hear 4 clicks. You probably hear about 2 to 3. So I guess I'll start from this side this time. So I'm going to be pushing down. Oh, the one just went in right away. Okay, and then go along the edge. There we go. Okay, then one more here. There we go. All right, so that's everything seated properly. Okay, and we'll keep it moving. So we'll do this cover here now. This one here, again, we're starting with these little like hook ends. You're going to be hooking into these holes here. 1, 2, 3. And we'll try that now. There we go. Again, we have that motion. Seems pretty solid. Okay, and then we want to be pushing down on this top area here. So 1, 2, 3. Yep. That one is a little more difficult. There we go. So this one needs a little bit more force, these smaller panels, I think. But that's it, pretty straightforward. Flipping it over. Start again with the smaller side. This with the PlayStation logo right around there. Meets with that. And then again, these holes here. There you go. And then that's the motion we got. And 1, 2, 3, let's push down. Oop, a little more difficult again. One click right around here, and then there's another one right around here, which I think I already got. It looks like it. Yep. All right, cool. And then starting again, last panel, last hooks, going down here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, push. That one was the easiest one. Yeah, so your first time taking these on and off are going to be probably the most difficult times because the clips are, you know, they're new plastic, don't have any wear to them. But as you take them on and off, it'll get a little bit easier, but you probably don't want to be doing it all the time. But there you go. That's the process of taking off the covers of the PlayStation 5 Pro. So thank you for watching.